The Big Floating Zoo. Written by Susan Gillespie, illustrated by Carolyn Keither. This book is dedicated to Micaiah. If you like to hear about lions and bears, or monkeys or camels with long prickly hairs, well, here is a story about several pairs. An old man named Noah, along with his wife, was living his life in a land filled with strife. Old Noah loved God. He loved God all his life. He spent time with God. To God he would talk. He chose to obey God with talk and with walk. One day God told Noah, "You must build a boat. This boat will be big. This boat has to float. I have all the plans. Write them down on a note." God told him to build the boat 3 stories high, a window on top to look out with his eye. God knew what was needed to keep the boat dry. It needed some rooms and a door on the side. God told him how long and how high and how wide. It needed a roof, so the rain stayed outside. A flood will be coming to cover the ground. The rain will start falling each day all around. There'll be so much water, no trees will be found. The plants and the mountains will all disappear. But God made a promise for Noah to hear. You all will be safe on the boat. Do not fear. Your 3 sons and their wives, and your wife and you, and each kind of animal, not 1 but 2, will get on the boat. But there's more things to do. You have to pack food for each person to chew. Each animal needs lots and lots of food too. And don't forget shovels to shovel the poo. This big boat will look like a big floating zoo. The boat is an ark for your family and you. And Noah did all the things God said to do. It took years of hard work, but Noah got through it. The ark was now built just like God said to do it. It's time to go in. Take your family into it. But what happened next must have been quite a view. The animals came to the boat 2 by 2. 2 camels, 2 oxen, and 2 kangaroo. They walked right to Noah and got on the boat. There were sheep and giraffes and monkeys and goats, pigs, deer, and rabbits with soft furry coats. Some chickens and horses and birds everywhere, and zebras and cows and 2 peacocks with flair, the black and the brown and the cute panda bear. Some crawled and some hopped, and some climbed and some flew. They came to the ark, boy and girl, 2 by 2. They got on the boat like God told them to do. They got on the ark and God shut the door. In just 7 days, no less and no more, the rain began falling. It started to pour. The water was rising from under the ground. The rain was now falling each day all around. The water got higher. It flooded the town. For 40 long days, the rain did not stop. The big boat was floating. It floated on top. No water got in, not even a drop. Each mountain and building, each hill and each tree were covered with water. It looked like a sea. Each one on the ark was as safe as can be. Just think of the chores, each day to complete. Each day all the animals needed to eat. They must feed them all, and tomorrow repeat. And then all the cleaning. They had to clean too. Cage after cage, they must clean out the poo. I bet they all helped. There was so much to do. Days went by, weeks went by, months went by too. 5 months on the boat. Then what did God do? He stopped all the rain and the flood waters too. God stopped all the rain falling out of the sky. He made the wind blow so the water would dry. It took many days. 2 more months went by. The ark finally landed. It came to a stop. The boat was now sitting on a mountain top. No land could be seen yet, no hill or tree top. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months went by. How long will it take for this water to dry? 40 days later, they wanted to know, was there any land that was starting to show? They opened the window and sent out a crow. The crow was to fly all around a whole lot and try to land somewhere on any dry spot. Did he find dry land? Oh no, he did not. A dove bird was chosen to fly in the sky. Could he find a tree or some land that was dry? No, he could not, but he really did try. The dove tried again. He tried the next week. This time he flew back with a branch in his beak. What wonderful news! The water was drying. The next time the dove flew, he kept right on flying. At last all the water dried up on the land, and God said, "Come out of the ark. Come and stand. Each person and animal, stand on dry sand." Then Noah thanked God. Much thanks he was giving for keeping them safe on the ark they were living. "Look up to the sky," God said. "See the rainbow? I made it for you. The rainbow will show that I've made a promise to you, so you'll know that you might see floods and you might see rain, but a huge flood like this will not happen again. Just look at the rainbow each time it appears and say, 'God keeps his promise,' and have no fears." When your days feel tough, this story, review it. When there's work to do, keep going. Stick to it. When you must be patient, I know you can do it. Remember old Noah? He had to go through it. Noah did everything God said to do, and God kept him safe on that big floating zoo. God took care of Noah. He'll take care of you. Just trust God each day, each week, and each year, and look for the rainbows. And when they appear, say, "God keeps his promise," and have no fear. God's Word is called the Bible. It's a very special book. In Genesis, find chapter 6. There's Noah. Take a look.